2005 Honda 400 EX. I bought this bike 5 or 6 years ago. I was blown up when I bought it. That's what I wanted. It was cheap, got a good price on it, it was in pretty good shape. So I went 10 over on the motor, just to freshen it up. Didn't want anything crazy, I wanted to keep it super reliable. Did that. So she's 10 over, stage 1 hot cams, time in advance, 3 degrees or whatever that deal is, where you just change the keyway in it. Dropped the tooth on the front sprocket because I wood ride, trail ride. I don't race anything, just me and my buddies. So got all that done, run like a top. Ended up putting K&N filter, vented air box on it, got it all jetted up for that. Curtis Sparks, full exhaust. Really, really like this exhaust. 450R front shocks, make a huge difference trail riding. After I bought it, rode it for probably 6 months or so, ended up, the carrier bearings went out. So didn't have no notice, nothing, just all of a sudden it squealed and really, really bad. Ended up wiping out the rear axle. Ended up getting a 250R rear axle, which is, I think, a total of 1 inch wider. Fits right in. If you do end up getting one of those, somehow, the spindles are different. Different spline pattern on them. So, got 250R rear axle on it, which now I'm going to end up probably redoing. Got real busy, didn't ride for a couple years. So, went out with some buddies. Let me back up. Last time I was in West Virginia, a couple years ago, I blew a head gasket. So, brought it home, everything was good. Didn't blow the motor up, nothing, everything was fine, just wouldn't run without the head gasket in it. And it was a miserable trip. Pouring down, raining, tent camping, and it was a good excuse to go home. Got it home, got real busy with work for the last couple of years. Well, things calmed down, and went riding with a buddy. Decided to freshen up a winter project. So I'm looking around on Amazon, eBay to get a head gasket. Did that, found that, got everything in the shopping cart, and ended up going down a rabbit hole. I found a big bore kit for 95 bucks, I think it was. With shipping, free shipping, everything was here in 2 days. It's Niche Industries. Came with a new jug, so it's not an overboard kit. Piston, rings, head gasket, base gasket. Got all that stuff. So what I'm going to do is do a video on every step of the way to put that in there and see how she holds up. And it's got razor 2s in the front, razors in the back, Curtis Sparks exhausts, the Voyager GPS on it, Pro Taper bars, put a new steering stem on it, again the 450R front shocks, rear shocks fine, put a new clutch in it. Basically I'm just going to freshen it up. And eventually I'm going to put new plastic on it. It's all zip tied together and everything, but the video quality of this sucks because I spend too much money on four-wheeler parts. So follow along as I go, and I'm going to go step by step. I got the carb off now. I got a 250EX, what is that one, a 2003, the shaft drive model from my neighbor that's been sitting for 2 years, and carb's all gummed up, so I'm going to rebuild that carb, and when I do that one, I'll rebuild this one at the same time. I run straight non-ethanol fuel. He doesn't. That's why his carb is gummed up. This thing will sit for 2 years. I could fire it up. If I had it back together, I'd fire it up right now with that gas, a little bit of stabilizer in it, it'd be fine. So follow along and tell me if you like it.